Good morning from the mountaintop. Sun's coming out. I'm eating breakfast. I'm glassing this face here. Haven't turned up anything yet, but it's a bit nippy, so I'll probably hunker down. I'm gonna see what we could find today to go after. Austin messaged me and said when he was on his way out over here, he saw a 4-point with a 3-point just outside camp. But that was about around like 4 p.m. last night. So they're probably like somewhere over here in this area. Because when I was coming through, I did a loop this way and I didn't see them. But I move around a lot, so we'll see what we could find today to go after. Hopefully, we find something worthwhile. This guy. I might put a stock on his buddy. It's a bigger 3x4. He went into those pines the same direction. He looked pretty big when he was walking away. Another buck, a little 2-point came out over there. But I'm gonna put a stock on these guys. The wind's blowing my way. Oh my gosh, man, that's pretty cool. It's gonna be worth a try. He looks pretty good to me. Steady. And if I don't get there in time, we don't get there in time. I'm in the last place I saw them. I'm on the other Nice 2-buck came out. 34 yards. I could have shot one, but I ended up passing on it. There's bigger ones up here. Plus, I could always shoot one that size on the extended. So, no rush on shooting that one. I'm gonna slowly walk this way and see if I can get in on those other ones. I was hoping that one that came out, because he came out right here, was with another buck, but I should the 2 small ones. 34 yards. That's awesome. So I'm back at camp. Drying some of my clothes. They're not too sweaty, but might as well take advantage of the good weather and dry them a little quicker, because I was wearing all 3 layers this morning. Hiking back up here, I was busting a sweat. But anyways, I'm back at camp. That stock didn't go as exactly planned. I couldn't relocate that bigger buck, but I did see that little 2-point that he was with, as well as I had an opportunity to notch my tag on a little 2x3, and his buddy that I couldn't get on camera was a little 2x2, about the same size. And nonetheless, it was a pretty fun experience. Just not ready to notch my tag. I could shoot a buck like that on the extended, so there's no rush in notching my tag just yet. I'm still trying to find that right buck. Found a coyote skull. This is from a coyote. This is crazy. There's a buck. There's 2 of them. Ate lunch. After I got done eating lunch at camp, I decided to do a walkabout this whole area. I climbed down out of this boulder field. Came to this lookout. There's 2 buck bedded down there. Let's get a better look at these guys. Oh, he's a 3x4. He's not a really big one. He's a nice 3-point with eye guards. Not very wide. I'm tempted to do a stock on him. I'm gonna look at him a little more and decide. But I still want to try to get one of these bigger ones, but who knows, maybe somebody already shot him. It's a nice buck for sure though. I think he might have been the one that I saw up here. All packed and ready to go. And It's about 6 p.m. I've been back at camp for a little bit, glassing. That whole entire loop went clear around, down, into the bottom of this basin, back up, and I looped clear around and came back to camp. And once I got back to camp, I started glassing. And the only thing I really turned up in that glass sesh is a doe and 2 fawn. One small little 2-point buck that was clear up there, and a few other doe. Not really much. Today I didn't really go up into that part, kind of like what we did the last few days, because I wanted to let it settle down a little bit in hopes that that buck will come in. If nobody has already shot him, at this point I'm thinking that he's already in someone's freezer. But right now, getting ready to cook up some dinner. And today for dinner, I am having the Peak Refuel Elk Ragu Pasta, the Chad Mendez menu. And then I'll sit and glass a little longer until the sun goes down and then head to bed. And then tomorrow morning I'm planning on waking up early and glassing this face to see if that buck will come in. Because he normally comes in around midweek when we were physically seeing him while scouting, and then also on the trail cameras. He comes into this area about midweek. But tomorrow, if I don't get into any of the big deer that I'm after, I'm probably going to head down and give this place a break for the rest of the week, and then head up to my parents' and my family's deer camp that we always camp at, and hunt with them a little bit for the rest of the week. And then next week I'll come up with either Skylar or Austin or both, see if we could get in on some deer when we have some time off. But today was pretty action packed. I could have harvested an animal, could have harvested 2 buck, but decided to let them walk because they were a little young, and it's better to let them go and let them grow. Plus I know I could get a bigger deer, so the hunt's still on. Stay tuned, there's a lot more to come. And thank you for tuning in and subscribing, and also for all those that have purchased merchandise on our website. We appreciate that as well. It helps us kind of help save up for future hunts and things like this, so we appreciate it. Just glassed up. It looks like a big 2-point. I'm going to put the spotter on it to get a closer look. But he's up there a ways. Might even be a 3-point. Gives me high hopes because the buck are starting to move back in here. Yesterday was a pretty rough